This video is the equivalent of those serving suggestions that you find on your groceries these days. You've bought the food, now here's what to do with it, that kind of thing. Hopefully you've just watched the first video in our new series, Who is Jesus? If not, hopefully you're just about to. What do I recommend that you do with that video and with any subsequent ones that you may or may not end up watching? We're hoping to be producing one 5-minute video more or less every week. I have just 3 recommendations to make. The first is that you pray. I know that for all the folk that this whole series is intended for, it kind of begs the question, suggesting that you pray, because you're not going to be by any means convinced that there is a God. Still less do you know what God is like, and so talking to him and asking for his help seems like a bit of a shot in the dark and possibly a pointless exercise. I take your point. However, as we will see in getting to know Jesus, the kind of God that we are talking about, the kind of God the Bible has always been talking about, is one who doesn't just create the world and its inhabitants and leave them to get on with it. When we say God, we mean someone who right from the start has been fully involved with us personally. Which is why prayer would be a good idea. If you're going to get to know the real Jesus at all, there are going to be moments, many of them, when you find yourself going, what on earth? What was that all about? What am I supposed to make of that? Now, those are actually really good questions which deserve good answers. It totally makes sense to point them in the direction of a God who made you and me, understands us both on the deepest level, and above all, wants us to know him. Don't know how to pray? Well, talk to God like you talk. Talk like you think. Even if to start off, it really has to be, I don't know if you are there at all, but if you are and you did make me, you know how my mind works, you know how his mind works. Help me to get the point here. That kind of thing. The best kind of help is available. It seems a shame not to take advantage. Second recommendation, get hold of a Bible. Get hold of a Bible and read John's Gospel for yourself. We'll base the whole series on John's Gospel. If possible, find a Bible that reads more or less like you speak. Then read what John had to say about Jesus. That's it. Third recommendation, react. Don't just sit there. No one ever got to know Jesus by sitting there watching him go by and saying, oh, that's nice. There will and should be questions, objections, arguments, quite possibly tantrums. I speak from personal experience. You will need to do all of that. Do it. Just reacting on your own to what you've heard really doesn't quite cut it. Sure, you can hurl a brick at the screen, but that may get expensive after a little while. I suggest that you regularly get together with some other people who are also watching this series and who know you. You'll need people who you can trust to cope with you reacting the way you react, however you react. Then make a regular date. As I say, there'll be a new video in the series coming out about once a week for a little while now. Now, if I can be of any help in that context, I'd be more than happy, really. I'd be glad to go with whatever time works for you. But let's make a provisional suggestion. If you live in Wellingborough, come to the Baptist Church on Mill Road at 11 a.m. on Friday morning, and we'll put the kettle on. If you live further away, we can make it a Zoom call. Email me and I'll send you an invite. Like I say though, if you can't make it then, let's fix another time. Either way, get together with a group that you can react in. And that's it. Serving suggestion. Pray, read, react. And if you have been, thank you for watching.